One of the best things about being involved in theatre, not to say the old adage, oh, it's the friends you make along the way, but it is in lots of ways the relationships that you form with other people. It creates this natural network of creatives who share skills, who work with each other, who educate each other, and who like open each other's minds in many ways.
More decisive, Sarah.
No. Wait, they're wearing quite friendly.
Also, have you seen the chicken wire clouds? So we're hanging chicken wire clouds that are going to come down, and they're going to look like very metallic and industrial.
When I first sort of pitched Wuthering Heights, one of the key things that was behind my thinking was that I thought it was a brilliant opportunity to kind of harness and to really celebrate the potential of the theatre in all of its different departments. And I wanted to really empower the designers that we had to really feel like they had the agency to take ownership and leadership on their different bits of the production.
I've been involved at the ADC for about a year and a half now. Having grown up in Yorkshire, I just have such a deep love and respect for the countryside, and the idea of being able to bring kind of my home to the ADC stage in a way which was kind of as true to my experience of it as possible was really, really exciting.
By no means is any performance perfect, but that's really in the nature of theatre. It very much is something acted out by humans, designed by humans, but that's really how it gets the energy and the sort of liveliness, and that's what I love about theatre.
Yeah. No, where you were was nice, just kind of hit through, it doesn't need to be long.
For thou wilt pardon me!
As a director, James really managed the cast very well, actually, because he struck a perfect balance between directing and making sure that you expressed the character in the way that he envisioned it, but at the same time giving you the freedom to explore the possibilities within the character such that you could develop together what you thought was the best way of portraying it.
Felt supported throughout the whole process,
yes, yeah.
And also very explorative. It was never one reading of Wuthering Heights. It was always open to change and interpretation. And
it was about sort of creating this open, experimental, exploratory environment where they could get things wrong and make mistakes and have fun with things. And I think ultimately the liberation of the rehearsal room in lots of ways allowed for us to come to some of the most exciting discoveries that we ended up making.
I think at the core of theatre is always people.
Yeah.
And it'll always be people. You collaborate with the different people, you meet different people from all walks of life.
You feel its heart beating like a drum.
Everyone's just really lovely, and everyone's sort of passionate about creating a really good show. Everyone had such a diverse skill set, so that was really great to learn from.
For me, acting at the ADC has been the pinnacle of my acting career, I have to say. I think the best thing about being involved in theatre is the opportunity for you to express yourself in a different character, because that's an interesting challenge. You're stepping outside yourself in a way. That challenge of being able to interact at that level is probably the most important draw for me, the most exciting thing about being involved in acting.
One of the great things about being involved in theatre in Cambridge is that you never quite know what's around the corner for you next. There's such an array of different opportunities and different roles that you can get involved with. Realising that the whole structure is there for you to make mistakes and get things wrong is the most liberating thing that you can realise, because it gives you the agency and the feeling of empowerment to just take the plunge, to be fearless in your ideas, to be bold, to try things out. It's such a fabulous opportunity in terms of the facilities that are provided, in terms of the brilliant sort of creatives that you can collaborate with. I think that's the thing that is most appealing to me, is the way in which there's no orthodoxy at the ADC. There's no one way of doing things necessarily. Rather, you have this hub really of experimentation and creativity where people can meet, come together, share ideas, and end up producing a wonderfully rich diversity of different creative projects. And it's the freedom that the theatre and the system affords you that makes it such a special place to work.